Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sudharani, Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Welcome back to the Object-Oriented Programming through Java Laboratory series. In the previous experiments, we have explored exception handling mechanism and also multiple catch blocks. In today's experiment, which is 6C, we will learn how to write a Java program for the creation and use of Java built-in exception. What is an exception? Exception is an event that disrupts the normal flow of a program. There are two types of exceptions, checked exception and unchecked exception. Checked exceptions are checked by the compiler at compile time. They represent conditions that are usually outside the program's control, like file handling or network issues. Examples of checked exceptions are IO exception, file not found exception, SQL exception, class not found exception, and so on. Unchecked exceptions, which are subclasses of runtime exceptions such as null pointer exception, arithmetic exception, illegal argument exception, etc. These are not checked by the compiler and they occur during the runtime. So today we will see a program where we will try to build in exceptions which include input mismatch exception and illegal argument exception. We begin our experiment with the import statement. So import java.util.star brings in the scanner class in the input mismatch exception class. The line public class cube root calculator defines the main class of our program. Next, we have this public static void main, which serves as the entry point of the program. We first create a scanner object with the line scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in. This allows us to read input from the user. Next, we start a try block because the input operation may throw exceptions. We then read a double value using double num is equal to sc.nextDouble. If the user enters a non-numeric value, the scanner will automatically throw an input mismatch exception. We then check if the number is negative using an if statement. If it is negative, we create and throw a new built-in exception, specifically an illegal argument exception with a custom message cannot calculate cube root of a negative number. If the number is valid, we compute the cube root using the method math.cuberoot and where number is passed as an argument. Finally, we print the result using system.out.println result. If an exception occurs here, the program moves to the catch block. Here we are using multi-catch block to handle both input mismatch exception and illegal argument exception. There is a difference between multiple catch blocks and multi-catch. So in the previous experiment, we have seen multiple catch blocks where many different catch sections or blocks for each different exception type have been written. But here we are writing multi-catch, one catch section that can handle several exception types, and this is available from Java 7 and above. So instead of writing many catch blocks, you can combine multiple exceptions in a single catch using the pipe symbol. This reduces duplicate code when the handling logic is the same. If the exception is an input mismatch exception, we print the message an error occurred, invalid input format. Otherwise, the exception is an illegal argument exception and we print the custom message we provided when throwing it. Let us try to understand the keyword throw. The throw keyword is used to explicitly throw an exception object in code. The syntax is throw followed by new and then exception type, and then in the parentheses in between the quotes we write the error message. So it can be used with both checked, unchecked and also user defined exception. There is another keyword which is throws. The difference between throw and throws is that throw is an act of throwing an exception, where throws is warning that a method might throw an exception. So actually throws an exception is throw. Throws is like declares exception a method may throw. So the location of throw will be inside the method, but throws will be along with the method signature. And how many exceptions can throw use? It can use only one exception at a time, whereas along with the throws you can use multiple exceptions separated by commas. And here in throw, like we will be using throw new IO exception, that will be the syntax. But for throws we will say like void m if m is the method name, throws IO exception comma SQL exception and so on. So in throw we'll be throwing the exception object, but here with the throws we'll be using the exception class name. So these are the differences between throw and throws. So finally, to wrap up, we have seen in this experiment how Java automatically throws built-in exceptions such as input mismatch exception. We also learned how to create and throw our own built-in exception, illegal argument exception, with a clear and user-friendly message. Finally, we demonstrated how to use a single multi-catch block to handle multiple exceptions cleanly and efficiently. So I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.